Hello and welcome to Maypole Farm. Just wanted to show this instantly because it should have 0 on if I actually do it quick enough. No, not that one. That one won't show me anything. This one here, yes, time played 0. We've got literally 0, less than a minute. Yeah, this is actually my third attempt. I already tried this earlier and it was less than stellar. Now, what it is these buildings are worth a small fortune. I wanted to move a couple of sheds, but then it ended up with me having like 400 and odd thousand, which was I'd literally said I was going to put 350,000 into the bank, and that I also put another 150,000 away for the BGA. Now that's the one thing I did like. There was the fact that there were a couple of things I wanted to do, and one was to swap out this for the Grainquid Pro. So what we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of work, but what I'm going to do is I want the challenge. It just needs to be a challenge. We've got some equipment, some of which Cavalier Roy has meant that you really can't sell some of this stuff. And this is, I mean, I think it's 60 grand normally, so but I am going to sell it because I still don't want it. Baler likewise is practically worthless, but I don't want it. I don't want that either. Wow, this is worth less this time. Cultivator is worth the same. That's bizarre. So that must be random then. I'm going to keep almost everything else, including that, even though I'm not sure. Stone picker, cedar. Going to get rid of the Nordston. I hate it. It stems from no man's land with a passion. That we're selling that as well. We're swapping it out. But I want to get this all done. I've done it once before. I'm keeping the tedder, the windrower, the trailer. Getting rid of the subsoil, and I'm going to get a plough, proper plough, because it doesn't do the same with stopping the growth of weeds, which we've sort of seen that in other Let's Plays. So I'd like to do that. What is on the sales? That's not a bad idea. Really? Well, no, it's fair dues. It's an 18 metre. I think we can't say no to that, really. We might turn on Weed Spot in time. I like the idea of the McCormick, if I'm honest. We'll do that. I don't want to make things like uneven, but we've literally sort of done that. We need to swap that straight out. The things that I want a plough, so I've got to replace that, and I've also sold the Nordston. So yeah, I am going to let me show you. I'm going to go into build mode straight away. I'm swapping this out. So I want to have 100,000 because even buying animals and everything has got to be our effort. So we're going to sell that as well. So I want this to equal 100,000 by the time we've finished. I don't want to buy anything. Do we do that where I buy that lovely tractor that I've wanted? I suppose we could. Right, this is not as in like, what we're doing now. This is like rules of engagement. We're going to literally do any sort of changes to this now. We are going to buy that. This is going to be our toughest first tractor for 100,000. Indeed, yes. And we also are we going to buy this? Yeah, it is useful. We're not doing forestry per se, so I just don't see the thing on this. But because we have got such a lot of money, I am going to do this the Unreal one because just because I can, not for any other reason. Because it's forestry or wood chipping isn't going to be a major sort of fact. But if we're going to do this, now the Tree Devourer works. The Tree Begone is a bit too destructive for me, but it was brilliant while there was nothing that did what the Tree Maverick used to do. Yeah. I don't understand why it's the Unreal bit. I don't know what that means, why that would be more. But we're going to buy that because we can at the minute. And then we would say it's, what else was in the sales? Yeah, that's right. That is everything that we could possibly have. Right, let's quickly quickly do this, and it's got 50-ton capacity anyway, so we can chop that one tree down. Yeah, there are some other trees I want to chop down. I'm going to make that part of the episodes. This is just getting the farmyard right. It's the only reason I'm doing this at present, is because this is in our way. Oh, yeah, that and that alone. So that's why it takes a while. It does literally, yeah, because you can't see that when you go for the normal one. Fantastic. Let's just see if there is anything else. Yeah, I'm not wanting to make changes other than the fact, yeah, I want us to be able to build up and have our own animals. Cavalier Roy's been very generous with everything. And I don't want to chop trees down that I really are. There's a bit of land, so let me show you, because yeah, I want to do a bit of a shake. But the one thing is, clamp. I'm doing away with the clamp, and we're going to go for the Omatana for that type of stuff. So yeah, that's there's a few trees. Is it this bit? Oh, this bit as well, actually. Yeah, that's not a bad. Yeah, I'm going to make use of these for productions in time. Yeah, I'm also, though, not having productions, selling productions for the first year. Yeah, we're really not. We're going to leave any selling productions. We can't have them. We can have ones that are going to make us self-sufficient. That both the Omatana one, I don't mind us making seeds with that and that type of stuff. Yeah, that clamp there, over there, that's the one. Oh, that's true. We can actually do that, can't we? I would like to do that, to have a bit of a run through here. Fantastic. These trees seem to be a little bit on the not normal. It's also finding a trailer. So it is these trees then that like this, because we have got access to this land. It is alright, I've got the same problem with these same particular type of trees. Oh no, actually technically we probably don't. Right, okay, which is weird. So, oh no, it is. Might not have access to this land actually, which is a little bit naughty, so I apologise for that, because that I shouldn't have done that. Well, the run through is probably, that's a bit weird. Hang on 1 second. You're about on our land, so yeah, maybe that one we shouldn't have cut. Right, so then, yeah, I'm swapping this out. Again, it's the value. It's so. Cavalier Roy has been so generous, and I'm not doing this for making money. And this is what I found. I was getting rid of a couple of things to do things, and then all of a sudden I've got like lots of money, which then means, well, I can hang my farming hat up because I've already made money. Right, so then let's place everything. Now this is also a production, but it really is a silo. But yeah, with the fact that it can travel across the map with products. Yeah, let's no, because we need to know what space we've got. I've tried this once and it's big, so that's why I've got to do what we've just done. I'm hoping that's enough. And it is, of course, the Grain Quid Pro by Missy B. Yeah, which I have used 2 or 3 times now to great effect. We need this one because the other one is just a silo. Actually, that's not bad. So it does say overlaps with another product, even when there's loads of room. Perhaps it's the skirt of the Grain Quid Pro then. It is possible. Now can we use V mode then, hopefully, on a flattish piece? I don't mind if I... Oh, yes, I do have to, actually, thinking about that. Right, what's that? What's in the shed? The little shed. Let's have a look. We need to sort this out before the proper Let's Play. This is just us getting things ready. So this one here, what have you got in you? Actually nothing. Fantastic. Okay then, now then, that to me looks like you should have plenty of room, but it's got to be kept open because of. No, I suppose we can go through there as long as we don't block that up. We can actually completely block that section off with the Grenquid Pro if we really wanted. No, it hasn't gone back this time. It does allow you a little bit. Yeah, that's bizarre. We can clearly see that does not overlap with an object. Okay, we're going to have to use V mode then if it's going to be awful like that, if it won't let us do things. That's a bit naughty. Have we got enough? Yeah, I'd like to have a bit of a run up, but I don't want to make the farmyard bad from day one because I've V mode. Oh, that's why. It's all me. I will show you that everything else. I just want to get this out of the way straight away. And now, of course, it will have gone back. It only lets you get away with that once, where it resets to what you just got open. So that's my own fault, and I knew it did work that. Right, okay, let's do this. I want to make these changes, and then I want to put it straight down to 100,000. I think no, I haven't. It's still further. It's a long way in. Wow, it really is. How bizarre. Very strange. So if we do that, that will fit in nicely there. You can still get to. I don't want to make it awkward though. Anywhere. I'd say that is not bad. It's we can destroy it if we don't like it right now. Yeah, I can't get through there. I knew that. We know I've got to do a bit of work because it's a bit floaty. I knew it was going to do something like that with a situation like that. We can get past here. We can also go through there, and the angles are good. I left a good run up so that maybe that's a bit tight, but I can live with one way. This is good though. It is. You can get straight through to that. This is still decent, and you can get to that. So there we go. That's the Grenquid Pro fitted. I'll do the leveling bit where we do that. I'll do that off camera. I'm not going to sort of bore you with those details. I'm going to keep all the other sheds because I've got rid of those. Now then, is this a clamp? No, it's not. It is just a shed. It's just I just wondered why it was so much money for such a nondescript plain. But I mean, I know the Hormans are expensive. I mean, we can see that in the game. We've got a lot of fields. A lot of these fields though are tied to animal enclosures. Got a massive amount of animals, so animals are going to be a massive part of this Let's Play. Productions, we are not going to allow them until a year in. Why is that still saying Farmer 800 and Obi 1000 when that has now gone? Right, that's odd, but it doesn't really matter. As long as, it doesn't do anything horrible to the game. So then, right, the other two things we are going to stick in are... I think there is room there for that. Or do we move that? Now, have we got any fertiliser first? I don't think we have. I think, if I remember rightly, if we look at the time-saving stock check, it'll tell us what we've got on hand. Or maybe it won't. No, which is a bit strange. No, it's not telling us because we don't have anything like that. Right, so then in that case, we will get rid of that, and we will allow us to replace it though, because obviously this is now money. Yeah, we will sell that, and we will replace it with one of the calmers, which are very, very reasonable. But that seems to me a perfect place for the production shed. This is to make us self-sufficient. I'm going to try to include this in almost every single Let's Play, and allow this to make us self-sufficient for fertiliser and all those type of stuff, where we can buy the inputs, but we cannot sell the stuff, especially to begin with, because this would literally, we could make a fortune straight away if I allowed that. So I'm not. This is just to make us self-sufficient. Am I still on V mode? No, I'm not now. Right, that is going to be a little island. Fantastic. Do we make that so that it's where the tools are around, the central part of the Let's Play. It's what I'm thinking. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. So then tools, we will have the toolbox, which is a very that's the point though, it is a very powerful mod and can do weird things. I'm not sure I like it right now. It's got a very powerful effect. So do you know something? I think we'll stick that over there. I'd like to do something, yeah, to put on a blob or something though that's different. Oh wow, we have got a very generous set of things to work with. That's animal wood. That's gravel. Okay, let's do a blob of gravel. Slightly. Because once you place this, that's your lot. You can't actually do anything. It will not. It's such a powerful mod. You can't do any kind of landscaping or anything once you place this down. So then, have I gone too far again? No, I've not gone far enough. Right, let's toolbox. Orange tabs, tools. And also in the same place we are going to have the hose as well. Yeah, I'm going to say I didn't think it would let us do that. It's too, yeah, it was floating. And that's what I'm saying about how powerful that thing is. Should have put this down first, then that would have played ball. In fact, yeah, let's do that. Yes. Let's do it the other way around. Let's be clever. Oh, okay, that it's actually the wall that it's overlapping with. Oh. It's only overlapping. Right, okay, so then this is a central part in the... We could... No, because it fills as well. It is a special one. It's sort of not just a... It can be a fill point as two, which I don't ever use it as that, but it can be. Right, so now we want the toolbox. Now we can place it. And we want the orange tabs. We want V mode. And we want it slightly away, and that's going to face where things are, which is liable to be in the middle. Let's do that there. Smashing. So we have a toolbox, and we do have a means of washing our vehicles. I am also going to buy the American garden hose. I love that. We have special tanks fitted, which is where all of this money is going. Actually, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, we've paid for special tanks on all of our vehicles, where there's a little tank where we can wash our vehicles. So there you go. Believable. For once, yeah, all of this money is going to be buying all these little tanks. Meridian, not Meridian, Karma. Let's stick that down as well. Now there are a couple of these are amazing, they really are. There's, I think it's, is it under this or is it under, it is actually, yeah, Karma, that's feed. We've already got those and different products. Okay, now, I'm going to need to know on, so yeah, I'm going to need to switch for 1 minute. Oh, and I've got, yeah, let me go through my settings as well. I've not even done that with you, have I? Yeah, that's terrible. Right, we need to change our settings for starters. We don't want that on at all, and we don't want it on to be easy. We want it to be on normal, as if it's a standard. Well, I'm not starting from scratch. It'll be farm manager, I think, wouldn't it? That would be. Seasonal growth is on, crop destruction, everything is on as if it's a start from scratch. And I'm going to have slow dirt because and we're going to stick that to normal again, and we don't want any of these on by at all. Maintenance. Now, I've been tweaking this. I've been trying my best to get things down. I'm going to keep the intervals at standard rates, but I'm going to slow this to 50 and see if this gets to a reasonable amount that it does not, you know, like hurt things, because it is so far. Right, we want to be on pounds, I believe, is the right setting. And we wanted interactive zone markers on whilst we do this. Yeah, so let's just quickly sort that whilst we put that down. And we could actually stick it over there, and then it's middle of the yard but not too far. So it was containers. And we really want, yeah, the drop point we want. It's too close to that monster. That will do nicely. That's not, it's out the way as well, but not, it's too close to the fence. Smashing. So that replaces the meridian. We've got that as our silo. We have chickens. Yeah, I'll do this actually. Let's just show you things that all of that field is tied to that building. This field is tied to that building. So although we've got a lot of grassroots, this field is tied to that building, and this field is tied to this building. So although we have 4 fields on all of those, they're not really 4 fields. This is one of our fields that we've got. This is one of our fields, the second of our fields, and this is the third and final grass field. Now, because grass is going to literally feature such a lot, then that is a good thing, because we're going to need that. But I wanted this, yeah, I thought if we leave this with 285,000, it's going to go silly. It really is. So, right, so we can switch those. Have we missed anything? Now, yeah, let's continue to buy the things that we literally sold to get those back, the things that we haven't replaced yet. So we want, I've not done the plough, have I? No. And also the cedar, we got rid of the Nordstone, so we need to replace those 2 items. But then I want everything to give away all of the money, and I don't want to make it any improvements either. We've got a little forage wagon. Yeah, in fact, let me just go through this to show you what we have got, because I want to shake this up very little. Yeah, I'm going to keep the bread all. I usually would go for additional storage, but with it being the bread all, we're going to keep that. It's also got the, yeah, it's the 18 metre spread, so it's got the discs. We've got an Amazon. Now, Cavalier Roy, as you can see, has dropped the value of things down. I like that, and I'm going to stick with what we've got for the main. The forage wagon, the little tiny Boss Alpine, and again, pretty much worthless, so don't sell it. I'm not going to. Forest equipment just bought, front loader, again, almost worthless. I probably will do something about that, and I am going to do something about the Howler console. We're going to go for the AGI pack, which I'm trying to feature an awful lot, so we will sell that directly and we will replace it. Grassland Care, again, worthless. I'm going to keep it. I don't usually use that, but I will do. Harvester of Russell Mash, I'm going to keep it. Again, worthless, and that's worthless. Stone Picker is not worthless, but it's not its proper value, and we will keep it because I like that. Sprayer we've just bought, which is also bad. 3 small tractors, going to keep them all, absolutely. We have just that, as we've seen. The mowers, decent. I love that set. Again, pretty much worthless though, so we wouldn't be selling them, but I'm not going to anyway. I'm happy with that. Medium tractor, the McCormick that we've just bought, which is now the new lead, and the Valmet, which was my lead on Hornbelleron, which I do love. So yes, both pretty much worthless. Well, header that's worthless, header that is pretty much worth, well, half value, but we're keeping it anyway. Love the Brantner Power Push, would not want to get rid of it for all the tea in China. We're keeping that. Weights, not a big fan because they don't have a hitch, but we'll keep them as additional weights. Wheel loader, we've got the silage fork, which is fantastic. It's an 8-ton thing, but only for silage related stuff. Fantastic wheel loader. I love the Turion, so we're going to keep that. And I love the Samaz. It's been my Windrow choice on many a Let's Play as a start. So we've got good starter equipment, nothing that's like terrible, and I want to keep it that way. I don't, what I'm swapping in now, none of it's going to be big, none of it's going to overpower us or give us a big advantage. So we want to replace this for the AGM first. It's going to go on the little Massey more than anything. I'm not sure if this actually is the right Massey or whether that Massey has the right connections. If not, you can make it into a Howler. So we're going to keep it that to begin with, and if we need to, oh, hang on a minute, we need to reset that. Yeah, I'm not trying to give myself an advantage. We want to let's just buy that, but let's buy it now that it's reset. I suppose we could buy... No, we've already bought that lovely tractor, so we're going to do that. Let's bought, yes, and we want... It's the front-loader tool that goes with that, which is going to be our pallet fork, stroke if we need bales, but obviously we've got the Terrain, so that's going to be the main lead for that type of stuff, which is a fantastic place to be at the beginning of a Let's Play to actually have a proper lifter. So then we want... When we get there, the pallet form, we will keep it red. Part of the AGM pack. That's got strap support, which is why I have it, but it's more realistic. I like it. So we've got rid of the cultivator. We want to buy a plough. We're going to go for exactly what I chose last time, which is the 9 metre of that. And we're going to keep it red and black because that are my favourite two colours together. Planter, we want the, and it is a planter, but it's actually a planter stroke seeder, and it's no-till, but it doesn't tell you it's no-till. This we found out the other day. So we're only going for a little 4.5 metre, yes, slightly bigger than the 3, but it's, yeah, and it does everything, so I like this. So that's what we're buying, standard capacity. Now then, cultivator. Oh, well, that's a no-till. I can't see us needing a cultivator. If we're using stone pickers and ploughs, then that's what we're going to do. Oh, we've got a power harrow. Oh no, we're in the, yeah, we're not. We haven't. Honest. Yeah, so I think we've replaced everything. Got the front loader tools, weights. We're going to need. Yeah, we're going to buy everything that we would start with. Because this money is ours, really. We're not cheated to get to that. It's just that I really don't want to start with it. I want it to be a true challenge. I don't want us to be buying any equipment that is... Yeah, going to make things bad. We will buy the weave throw for the... do we go for bigger with it? I've never known it to need it, really. And no, we're going to go black. And we are going to go for... I wouldn't go anywhere without this. And to think, I nearly threw this out when I didn't understand what it did. That is a pass-through weight. So you can put things straight behind it. It's got a pass-through three-point link. We will go for... No, because we've just done that other one. I'm not trying to take liberties with the money or to make increase. Now, that is a... Did that? Yes, I did. I got rid of the subsoiler. Right, so we should now have a plough. Yes, we have. We should have a planter, but we have... Yeah, the seed is the front box, which we'll keep. I like that. And that is... I think it is £7 as well, so that's full value, but I'm going to keep it because I want an additional. It does seeds and fertiliser, so it can be used for other things too, which I like. We're gonna, yeah, let's buy a bucket now, but this is where you sort of, it does take away from, yeah, because I want to. These are things we need to buy. So this is going to be things that we need to buy that are going to take out. I'm just trying to think, have we done everything else? Sprayers, forestry, worked with grassland care. Yeah, we have been provided to fertiliser spreaders and everything. I think that's what we're going to leave it. So what we're going to do now is get rid of the 139,000 because I want this to be literally a new farmer start. Minus 139000. Yeah, I'm not worried about the 609. That's not doing anything. Right, let's switch the interactive zone markers off now. And that is going to be our start. It is. I know I've got to repair the damaged thing, but then again, it is what it is. We'll quickly do that, and then that's it. Contracts are allowed. We may well have to go for some contracts to earn some money on this, because. Yeah, I think we'll have some wood chips in our wherever it could sense that, which I would imagine's in there. No, it's not. So where did it put the wood chips then? Ah, there. I can see it. Right, let's repair this. Yeah, so contracts are allowed. We're going to make our own. I didn't do the other one. So we're going to whisk 20 grand in, because this I should have done. Yeah, so this is my mistake. But I want us to start with 100,000, as we should do. Right, fantastic. So then let's stick that 140 back in for a minute. 39,000. And then we'll quickly do this, because I don't want to put the Matana down. So what that's got to be, no it has, because you've got to have swing space into that. I don't think there's any room. That's the chicken yard. So where are we going to stick the Matana? It needs to be central. But the Grain Quid Pro is central, really. We could, yeah, it'll have to go where that was, really. It's about the only place it can go. So production. This is these two are the only productions that we're allowing. Those, yeah, the production sheds. Well, I'm sorry, yeah, that is technically a production, although really it is a silo with just the special ability to be able to transport stuff. So that's the only special thing it's got. Other than that, it's a silo. So where are you, Matana? Aha, here we go. So then, yeah, probably will put that there. I suppose we could destroy that and put that there once that's gone. And then we can still make use of that if we ever wanted a shed or something. Well, I suppose actually, no, I might make this a little bit more tricky. Why not stick that, yeah, there, like so. And let's make a little tiny bit of road whilst we've got this little bit of money. I think we'll try to use the concrete. No, let's try and use that. I think it's that there. Is it? Yeah, it is. Fantastic. Yeah, that's the way into that. And that is it. So they're the only productions we're allowed, and we're not allowed to sell things, because I could literally make us a fortune from selling fertiliser from this. I'm not going to do that. This is for making fertiliser for ourselves, nothing else. And equally, the Omatano is because grass is such a central, massive thing on this Let's Play. Yeah, I will fix that as well. Although I'll probably say that and I'll forget the first couple of episodes, and it'll annoy me, and then I'll fix it. Yeah. Yeah, we're going to use this for the grass, making grass to silage, because silage is going to really figure out such a lot in this Let's Play. It really is, because of the fact that the animals are going to feature heavily. It's going to be a very, very animal rich thing. Love the farmyard. It's amazing. We're also going to use, I've done it again. I didn't need that, did I? We've got the mixers. It's true, I did not need that. Well, we'll keep that for later on. Although, no, I think what is there that can do that nothing needs to... Do we just sell it straight off and then just get it straight back down to... We'll leave it. It could well be useful for something else, but it is true, we have got those mixers. So now then, let's get rid of the 118,510. And we start with exactly £100,000. So there we go, we repaired that. We've got all the rest of our stuff down at the thing. I will grab that and bring that here. I'm not going to bore you with me grabbing that lot here. No, we shall do that off camera and start the easy. So this is our canvas. Yeah, the changes that have been made. Again, none of them are game changers. We're sticking with everything that we've got. We've got a sprayer now thanks to the sales. We've got a medium tractor thanks to the sales, which has meant we're now in a nice position with a 264 horsepower tractor as the lead tractor instead of 190. Again, it's not stable, so we still need bigger tractors in time. If we're going to go big, or if we're staying as we are, we could pretty much manage the entire Let's Play with what we've got, which is fantastic. So there we are. This is the state. So contracts are allowed. Bank loans are allowed but frowned upon in all of my Let's Plays. I hate bank loans, but if we are going to get some money, productions, I'm banning, apart from the ones that we've got for the first year. We cannot have a production. We can't own the BGA. The BGA is only 150,000. So again, we will work towards that. Contracts, yeah, there are, well, unless Cavalier Roy has changed that. Yeah, there are contracts. Always have to clack that. Yeah, I've got the liming contracts mod on as well. So we've got that. Yeah, decent set of starting equipment, but there's definitely the challenge of enhancing our equipment, and there's obviously an awful lot of animals in this Let's Play, and I want to try to feature them all. I'm hoping. I'm definitely doing chickens. Not sure about the 2 sets of cows. I'd like milking cows. We shall see. I've never done them, I don't think, on FS22. So yeah, it's be a challenge to me to do that. It's just the mixing. Can we might need an even more grass fields if we're going to do this. Yeah, and I would like to do the horses. They're very little trouble, but not in a massive way. I've also got the where someone will come and ride our horses for us, because I think it detracts from the thing if I've got to do that every day, or even if I'd have to as a player do that and not show you, I still think it detracts from the Let's Play, because I've got way too much stuff going on without doing that as well. Sheep here, 500, so yeah, we will be doing that, and in time we will be storing the wool, and we will be making our own clothes, but that won't be for a year. So that is where we're going to leave it. Yeah, so heavily animals laden, a fantastic, did I show you? I did show you briefly, but only with the flying bit. We also own, yeah, a couple of fields, 3 fields I think, that are, yeah, 71, 72 and 93 have all got a product in which is ours, and they're all growing, or they were last time I looked on the first run through. Yes, they are. So there we go. So we have 3 grass fields, 68, 69 and 70. The others are all tied to our animals. So the one thing I'm going to say is, if I haven't got animals, like if I'm doing the carcass cows second, I will mow the grass whilst there aren't animals in there. It's just grass field. But after that, once the cows are in there, there will be no mowing in any animal enclosures. No, definitely not. But for now, this is what I call my rules of engagement. I think we've covered everything. We've shown you everything. As shareholders, I always like to be completely open with yourselves, so you can see exactly what we did, how we did it, and how we got to what we got to. So yeah, I don't want to be swizzling out the sheds. I love the layout. Cavalier Roy, this is one of the most balanced farmyards I've ever seen. I like it a lot. Most are rather too cramped, which can be true of English farmyards, but not always. So yeah, that's just my take on it. Yeah, I'm usually tempted to rip farmyards around and do things. I'm not even in the slightest. It's beautiful. I mean, yeah, I say that and I have ripped it to pieces and we've done things, but not for any other reason that I wanted the Grain Grid Pro and these a couple of things in to start with. So, but that is where I'm going to leave it. Yeah, so we shall start work next session. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Truly do hope that you're going to stick with me on this, what I think is going to be an exciting journey. The beauty of doing this is, as well, I'm just going to say this, I know I was going to go. I did this early on, and there's a few episodes. Obviously this is a completely new thing, as you've seen. There was no time spent on this whatsoever, so this is not the original that I had Maypole Farm for. Maypole Farm has had an awful lot of change logs that Cavalier Roy's fixed so much. Now the disadvantage to doing what I did last time was I darted onto this map and it was new, and of course it had got faults that no matter how good, there's always going to be floaty trees and things like that, or something that's not quite right, or the ground level does weird things. It did have quite a major fault. That's long since been fixed. We are now playing on a map that is fantastic and has had a lot of work done to it. That's a massive advantage. So I'm glad in a way that we're coming at this now, because it means all of those faults that were there have now been fixed. So brilliant position that we're in. Right, so I am going to say now, goodbye for now.